Do you ever just watch people as you're out and about, and then you just see them, and they'll have expressions on their faces like worry, but you don't know what's in their mind. You don't know what they're thinking about at that time. You ever think to yourself, what are they thinking about? Like, what are they truly going through? Like, are they really having a struggle in their life? You ever think about like, hey, this is like the last dollar they got, and that's what they're thinking about at that exact time that they only got $1 left in their account. What's up, Gio? You ever think about that? I think about that all the time. You ever think to yourself, man, I'm having a really shitty day, and then while you're sitting there just doing your everyday tasks, when you're at Kroger, minding your own business at Kroger, and you're standing there in line next to this one person, and they're just quietly just looking for it, and maybe that guy just lost his wife, or maybe that dude is going through chemo because he's going through cancer. You ever think about that? I think about that a lot. Like, I'm going through stuff, but there's other people going through stuff too. And I would never know exactly what somebody's going through. But somebody said something to me which made me start recording this because I just thought about it. I say things to people all the time, and I say weird things to people all the time. All the time. Because I don't think about it. I'll just say something to people because sometimes I like striking up conversations, like talking to people. I also find comfort in being alone, which is kind of weird. But I'll just start talking to people, okay? But the other day, I got a wrong number, okay? Because the last 4 digits of my cell phone number, is 1,000, okay? And some people were always trying to call like Henry Ford, like Help Center or something like that. And this lady called. She had the wrong number. I get the wrong number all the time, you know? And, you know, sometimes I'll mess around with some people, they get the wrong number. And I was like, hey, you dialed the wrong number. And she was like, oh, okay. Now, by the way, I told her I might do a video like this right before I did this. So she knows. But the thing is, I said to her, you dialed the wrong number. And when I said to her, you dialed the wrong number, she said, oh, shit. You know, so she was upset about something. So then I told her, I have an imaginary friend named Kevin. And she said, what? I said, yeah, I have an imaginary friend named Kevin. He helps me cope with things. I've had this imaginary friend ever since I was younger. And he came back because I've been going through a lot of things stressful, you know, recently. Kevin popped back up sometime last year. Okay, and then she started crying. And I asked her what was wrong. And she just said she needed somebody to talk to. Then she proceeds to tell me about what's going on in her life. And I listened to her for like 4 hours. And I told her, listen, it's fine. If you ever need somebody to talk to, I'll listen. Because sometimes that's all you really need is somebody to just listen. Just listen to what you're going through. Sometimes you don't need somebody to try to fix your problems. You just need somebody to say, oh, I hear you. And just let that person vent. However, she poured a lot out. So much so, I didn't get any sleep. And then the next day, I actually ended up having to take, I'm okay. I'm good. I had to take a day off work. Because then, like, it physically took a toll on me. And that's how stress is. Sometimes stress will just punch you in the face. And it will go from mental and manifest into something physical. And again, every day we wake up doing the hustle and bustle, walking and seeing people every day, not knowing what they're going through, what they're thinking about every day. And I choose to walk up to them and say something weird and random. Like tell them about my imaginary friend. And sometimes stuff like that opens the door for them to open up. Because some of us are locked in ourselves. There's a wall that we built up, that we put up ourselves. There's a wall, a brick wall that we can't seem to break through, that we built up and we don't know what to do. However, each one of these bricks is a conversation. Each one of these bricks is an opening. All I have to do is move a brick and I can tear that wall down. And it starts with something simple, something small, like opening up. Next time you're walking out and about, try to say hi to a stranger. Try being weird and getting out of your own shell. More importantly, try listening. You can't fix everybody's problems, but some problems and some things just need to be talked out. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are loving one another. And especially hope you guys are loving yourselves. If you can pick up what I'm putting down around the town, Charlie Brown. Ta-ta.